Hi guys, in this video I am going to tell about how we can create a component and how we can add our CSS to our React project. In this video I am going to tell all these things. First of all, I am going to tell about components in our React JS. First, why we are using these components means uh, while we are using normal JavaScript projects, we are going to create many HTML programs, and we are going to link that programs one-on-one by using anchor tags, right? In this React.js, we are not going to use that HTML programs a lot. Instead of that, we are using components in our React.js. And by using these components, we are going to create a project. First, I'm going to open our project. For that, we have to open command prompt. And here, change the directory to the location where we created our React project. And next, change this directory to our React project. After that, if we want to open our code in Visual Studio Code, we have to type code space dot. See, here we got our code. To open our output in web page, we want to type npm space start. See, it is running. It will take some time for the first time. After that, it will open fastly only. See, we got our output. This output will always open in it's always prefer to open in this Microsoft Edge, because we are using Visual Studio Code, right? This Visual Studio Code is also belongs to that Microsoft Edge. Because of that, the output will be opening in this Microsoft Edge only. See, we got our output in the address of 3000 localhost. Okay, this will be our code. I mentioned before only that we want to write our code in src folder, right? I have explained all these folders in previous video. I will mention that video in description. Please go through that video. You will get some information about these folders and about this React project. Here I also mentioned that app.js is the default component which we are getting the output, right? See, this output is written in this app.js only. Next one is we are going to create our components in this React.js. and we are going to connect that components one on one. For that, I want to tell something about these components. Usually, components contents of data and logic and view. We are having data, logic, and view in our components, and I will explain what is a data, what is logic, what is view, where we are going to write all these things in our HTML, in our JSX program. Now I want to tell how to create a component. First of all, go to src folder and right click on it. Here we will get new file, create a new file. When we are creating a component, the name of this component should be capital letter. Here I am giving hello dot js extension. Here file name dot js extension we have to create. In this first for this component we have to create one function space function name. Here function name must must be matched with this component name. We should match this function name with this component name. Hello, open parenthesis and close parenthesis. After that, open function, and here we have to write a return. In this return, we have to open some parentheses, and why we are using this parenthesis means I will tell again after some time. And after that, we have to create some tags. In this tags, we have to write some code. This is hello component. Right. In this way, we are going to create this component. But for this component, we have some rules to follow. I told that I will tell about this return function, right? Here we are using return by using parentheses. Why we are using this parentheses means in this program we are going to write some many of the tags and component elements, and we are going to wrap that tags and components together by using this parentheses. Okay, here we are writing some many of the tags, elements, and many of the other things, and we are going to wrap that, combine that elements or tags in one thing by using this parenthesis. Okay, for that we are using this return function by using parenthesis. Okay. But we don't want to here we don't want to pass any parameters, and we have to return this statement with parentheses to wrap up these elements. And also in these components we have some rules, right? we are having some rules for that. First one is we have to create this component with the name which will follows capital letter first. We have to create a capital name by using capital letter only. And next one is we have to match this function name with component name. And also here we have one of the most important thing. Here we are going to write many of the elements, right? Here I have used H1 and here I am using H3, right? Uh, in this return statement, whatever we wrote, uh, if we write 3, 4, or 5 elements, we have to wrap that elements by using one tag, open tag and close tag. We have to wrap all the elements which we wrote in this return statement by using one more tag or element. One more element. See here, if I'm going to see if I don't wrap up this all the elements within one element, it's going to get an error. It won't get the output. If I wrap up these elements with one element, see, we won't get an error. It will be saved. See, that's the main thing which we have to follow in this components. This element which we use to wrap up all the elements in this return statement will be empty also. It will be empty also. We don't want to give specific element. It may contain an empty also, an empty element also. And after that, here we are writing some information which were related to our HTML, JSX. JSX means the combination of JavaScript and this HTML. We are going to write the combination here. How we can write the combination of JavaScript and this HTML, I will tell in the next coming videos. I hope you understood this one, the importance of the things which I told now for these components. Next, after writing this function, we have to export space default space component name. See, here I wrote one component by using function and I written some values and all. But we have to export this function. If we have, I will tell one example. We have some something which we have to. Okay, we have some friends in US, but we want some things like chocolates and all. We want to get that chocolates to our home. If we want to get that things there, someone has to export that one, right? They want to export that one. Then only we are getting that things, right? In the same way here, I wrote one function and I written some values and all, but to use this component, we have to export that one. We have to export that one, and also we have to import our component and also we have to import our component. Here, here I have exported this component. I have exported these things, but where I have to import these things to be printed. Okay, to get this output, where we have to import these things. Here we are having the entry point. Here we are having entry point of our program, that is index.js. I already told that this is the entry point. Whatever the things we have to write, the components or whatever the things we have to import all these things here. So I'm importing the things here. When we write this component here, it will automatically import it. See here, I wrote hello component here, but I got these things. The important thing, import thing automatically, right? You don't want to import write this statement particularly, it will be automatically imported when we wrote this component name here. Okay, in this way we are getting our thing. See here, I'm removing this app and I imported this hello component in this index.js. See, here we will get the output of this that component. This is a hello component and all. See, we wrote here, right? We will get this output of this component. See here in this component, I have already told, right? In component we are having three things, that is view, data, view and logic, right? This is the data which we wrote in the HTML form, and we want some this is a view which we use a HTML page, HTML program. to get some headings or things which we use, and also we want to have some data, right? Data means we are using variables, objects, and all for this data, where we have to write that data. Here we have to write that data in function. Uh, Before that return statement, we have to write the data. This data will be written as uh, we wrote in JavaScript, right? This data. Say in the same way, we have to mention that data in here. Here I am writing people object. For that, I am writing some properties values. N represents a name. For this, I am giving some name. Her name I have used NA, color white. See here, I have taken one object called people. I have given name as Spandana and color as white. Okay. If we want to use this object or variable which we wrote in this function, we in this return value we have to take that as, by using open flower braces and close flower braces, we have to mention that object name here, or object or what is variable what we have to return, we have to write here. Okay, here we have to return the properties, right? People dot and see we got the name by using this property. In this way we have to return the variable or object in our return statement. This is known as a complex logic syntax. Now I'm going to tell how we can add CSS to our this JSX program. For this CSS, we have four types of adding in this for this CSS to our program. First one is internal, not internal, inline. Second one is embedded. Third one is external. And fourth one is global CSS. I will tell all these things. First, we have to we know about this inline CSS, right? We have used this inline CSS while we are performing projects with that JavaScript and all. For this, we are going to use style. Style attribute for this tags. Style and for this properties we have to use one more flower braces. Here we are not going to use quotes, double quotes or single quote. We have to use this flower braces. Red and background color. For this properties we have to use these names with this pattern. We have to mention first word with small letter and second word with capital letters. If we suppose we have background image, we have to write background with small letter, and for image we have to mention I as capital letter. Background color pink. In this way we are going to give our inline CSS. See, it is simple because we have already used this inline CSS in the, JavaScript programming. See, we got inline CSS to this H3 component, H3 element. And next one is external CSS. For this external CSS, we are going to use external program. For this, we have to create one more component with .css extension. Hello dot CSS. Here, in the same way, we have to create one component, and we have to give some properties, some CSS properties to this element which present in this hello component by using class name or ID. Here class name also going to be changed, like in our JavaScript programming we are using class only for the class name. Here we have to mention class name. For this name also we have to mention capital letter. Class name I am giving special, and here by using that class name I am going to give some properties. Class name, background color. I have added this one, but we have to import this CSS component in our uh, hello component, right? For that we have to mention import space hello dot. Hello dot CSS. Here we have to export, right? So that's why we are not getting that, right? Export. No need of export. Here we have to import that CSS in our component. See, we got that CSS properties to our elements which were present in this hello component. In this way, we are going to give external CSS. And now I want to give CSS with embedded properties. How we are going to use this embedded means, this is the example for embedded. Here we are going to create, if we want to give our properties in inline by using inline, we have to specify all the things in our return statement, right? Uh, but we don't want to give all the statements like style, background color, and all in this return statement. We will assign that properties to one object, and we can use that object in our return statement to give a CSS. Here I have taken one property, one object called people, and I have given some properties, right? Pandana, white, and all. In the same way, I will give properties to this H2. Okay, where object is. Here I have given only name and color, right? Here I am giving some properties. Are these properties? Color, green, background color, orange. And I'm applying that properties here. Type is equal to properties. See, instead of giving this properties all here, I'm giving that properties to some object, and I am placing that object in our style element. See, CSS, here we have applied CSS properties to this H1 by using embedded. And also we have one more CSS property, that is global. I will tell this global in further classes. That's all about today. In next class, I will tell about some more information about these components and how we can add more components to this program and all. Thank you.